Hi again, it's me, Tammy, and this is another episode of Where is the Sun? These videos are focusing on the energy as the sun moves through the human design mandala. So this week we are in the gate, or the sun. I always do that with the we. It's kind of we, but it's more the sun is in the gate 13. We're actually in day 3, so I'm a little behind or ahead depending on when you usually watch my videos. But anyway, the 13 is referred to as the Fellowship of Man. So people that have the 13, I actually have the 13 in my personality sun, are naturals at bringing people together for different causes. I can get a group together, I can get a staff together, I can get people at a party together. You know, I just have this way of talking with people or bringing them together energetically that somebody who doesn't have the 13 might not be as good at or may need to try harder to do. So that's something about the 13. An inexperienced 13, and I refer back to when I was a kid, would always try and fix things. Like, you know, if a couple was having problems, you'd want to fix that couple. Or if a group was having problems, you would want to get in the middle of that. And a lot of times I would find myself, and I still do sometimes when people are having a conversation and one person will misunderstand another, I'll be the person to say, you know, what I think they're trying to say to you is blah, you know, and that's that energy that tries to bring people together. When you are inexperienced with it, or you're just learning how to use it, or you're born with it and you're not aware of it, a lot of times it can be stressful. It can, it won't always work, you know, things like that. So just be aware in this energy if you have over the last few days, or as we go forward for the next few days, and see where you fit in there. Because when the sun moves through these gates, it activates that energy in your chart. So if you don't have it defined, you have it still. It's just not consistent. So when the sun goes into that gate, it creates the consistent energy for you to use for that like 6-day period, give or take. So the other thing that I think is really funny with the 13, and when I learned about it, I just had to like laugh, is that people will tell you things. People will tell you secrets. They'll tell you things that you don't even need to know about what's going on in their life, or what's happening to some part of their body, or what they did that was, you know, good or bad or shocking. So a lot of times people open up and say these things because what happens is you project the energy of the 13, kind of saying, you know, it's okay, you can be comfortable, I'm not going to tell anybody, kind of thing. And then in that as well is this learning process that you can take that information that you learned from somebody else and use it for yourself. So you're able to take things that have happened, or stories that people have told you, or groups that you have worked with, and combining and learn from the steps that it took that person or that group, and then use it for yourself. So it's really a cool kind of energy. It's a good energy to like create workshops or classes or things like that, but you have to remember to work within your strategy to do that. So me being a generator, I have to wait for something to respond to that's outside of myself. So of course I can have an idea and I could practically build a workshop. In fact, I have quite a few. But then I have to wait for something outside of me to want it, or to request it, or to hint to it, or to give me something to respond to. And remember, if you're a generator or a manifesting generator, that response doesn't have to be something, or that thing that you're responding to doesn't have to be something huge. If you start small, like think of when your alarm goes off in the morning and you hit snooze, you've responded to something. When you open the refrigerator and you see like soda and you decide not to have it, you're responding to something. So it's really easy, and we respond to things all the time. So, you know, a lot of times I'll sit here and say, oh, well, I have to wait until this happens, or I have to wait until that happens. And anybody who knows me knows I hate to wait. It's been something over the many years of human design that I've kind of grown more accustomed to. But it happens. And sometimes you consciously ignore it, and sometimes you respond no to things. So you really just have to feel it out. And then you can work a lot with your sacral response to figure that out as well. So I'm trying to think about what else in the 13. It's truth. It's and it can create empowered direction. So the energy of the 13 seldom is like a story or a lie or an embellishment. And when you're willing to face that, you're able to be guided into the next step. I don't know. I think that might be it for today. So anyway, if you have the 13, then you can laugh at the things that I've just helped you to be aware of, and why the lady in the supermarket tells you about a bunion, or worse, or about her child, or anything like that. So play with it for the next few days, and then I'll be back around Tuesday-ish to go into the next gate. And remember, if you have questions, comments, concerns, you want a reading, you want a chart, charts are free and they come with a summary. And really, even just getting the chart, the summary of your type and strategy, and then the parts of the chart and how they kind of work, gives you a whole different perspective on your behavior, the behaviors of others, the energies you feel. So really, if you've never gotten a free chart, get one. They're awesome. So that's about it. Take care. Bye.